Hi, how's everyone going? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling funky fresh. Today I am so excited for this video because this makes me so happy talking about it. This is something that is so important to me. I've always kind of like grown up with knowing that there's someone always looking over me, and I always believed that everyone had that. Everyone had someone looking over them, whether they believed it was a god or whether they believed it was like an angel. So it's really important to me that when I started my spirituality and my whole journey, that was something that I have really grown into. I've really familiarized myself with talking to these energies and getting really connected with them from the heart. It has helped me, so I feel like it's going to help you, and it's such an important part of this whole journey. So I'm so excited. There's going to be two parts of this. So the first part is going to be what these energies actually are and what their purpose is to us. And then the next side of the video is going to be how to actually talk and communicate and understand them, understand how they are talking to us and how they're interacting with us as well. Sit down, enjoy yourself. Before I even begin, I'm going to say that everyone has angels, spirit guides, and their higher self. Even if you think you don't, you do. You just haven't really connected with them. And if you are wanting to, make sure you give permission to, because if you don't give permission to let them communicate and guide you, that's when you're not going to get much back, because they're not sure if you want them to communicate with you. Not being scared is a really big thing as well. It is really crazy that we have these powerful people that can help us. It is fucking amazing, but it's really like terrifying at first if you're not really sure how it all works. That's why I'm here, that's why I'm helping. You have nothing to be scared about. The first energy we're talking about is angels. The difference between them is pretty obvious, but it's also very similar. They all kind of combine together and they all have their own special way of helping you and helping us through this journey on earth. What are angels? What are they? What is their purpose? What are they doing here? How do they help us? What's going on? So angels help us connect with source. Source is the universe. Virtually everyone has their own little definition of what source is, but I believe source is the universe. And I always think about source like the root of who you are. From the root chakra, I feel like I have tree roots going into the earth, and I feel like that's what I think of when I think of source, just really connecting with the universe. Angels are like messengers. They're sending us messages constantly from source, and they're on the highest spiritual level. They also have never lived on earth. They've always been in the dimensions above us. Now spirit guides help us back home. Home is like your higher self, your top tier. I'm gonna get into it in the next definition, but it helps us kind of get back home to source, to a higher self. They have lived on earth before, so they have experienced life for what it is on earth, and that's why they're so amazing at helping us, because they understand what earth is like. So they can be from literally your ancestors, years, decades, really far back. They can be from all different types of times of earth, and they're here to kind of help that. They're not as powerful as angels, and they don't live as high as angels do in the dimension, but they're still here to help us nevertheless. And you also have different guides for different things, and they all come to us for different purposes. For example, if you're having a bit of a spirituality struggle, you'll get a spirituality spirit guide, and they'll help you with that, and they'll kind of guide you with that. Or if you're having a lack of creative ability, you'll get a spirit guide for that, and they'll come and help you. They also help prevent us from serious situations happening. So a lot of the time, if you're almost in a car accident, a spirit guide will actually enter your body and save you from that car accident. And that's why you could be driving and you could like zone out for a second and feel yourself swerve, but then you feel yourself quickly like jump in, and like someone kind of like takes over, and you kind of adjust yourself and you go back to what you were doing. The spirit guide will come in quickly, save you, and then leave. It's really cool. It's really fun. You don't realize it's actually happening. You just think, oh my god, I've just woken up, like what the f was I doing? Okay, and your higher self is just when you're at your absolute most enlightened best. That's what I define it as. Your higher self is when you've completely reached like the most enlightenment stage of life, and you're just on complete bliss. You've worked through all your shadow work, you've worked through all your chakras, you're just this being that's just so completely full, grateful, and amazing, and it's such a beautiful thing. How to know you're talking, communicating, connecting with these energies. Most of the time it doesn't really matter who you're talking to. You don't really have to stress about the actual energy you're talking to, as long as you're sending the energy with complete love and it's from the divine, which is the universe virtually. If it helps, you can actually find names to your spirit guides and to your angels and things like that through meditation. Usually you can try and ask them just out loud, like, hey, what's your name? But it might take a lot of time and it might take a lot of practice with that sort of thing, so I find it best just to meditate on it. But it does take a while to understand a name. But once you do know the name, it's a lot easier to tune into them, to know that they're trying to talk to you. They're going to send a lot of synchronicities, such as repeating numbers, 111, 222, 333. It could even be the single number like 11, 22, things like that. So for example, I always see the hour and then 11, or like the hour and then 22. They do mean different things, so you can definitely look up what does the angel number 444 mean, because these are from your angels. They're usually angel numbers, but usually most of the time it's just your angels being like, hey girl, I'm here, what's up, how you going? I used to see a lot of the synchronicities at work, at my old work, and it was an awful place to work at. I was not happy. They treated me awfully, and every single time I would go into work I would always see 222. It was like, it's just angel numbers. They're just saying, you know, girl, I'm here with you, you got this, you only have 2 hours of your shift left, you can do it. It made me feel so good. That's literally what helped me through that job. Whenever you see those numbers, take attention to what you were thinking about just before that. Be like, what was I thinking of? How does that correlate with angels? Like, is this a message from the angels? Is this something that the angels are like, girl, this is a great, amazing opportunity for you? Or is this like, not good, I don't think you should do it type of thing? And then once you see the number, I always acknowledge my angels. I'm like, oh, hey angels, how you doing? What's going on? How are you feeling? Just to let them know that you see it and you're thinking of them. A lot of other synchronicities are things like animals. For me, for example, I saw butterflies everywhere, and I remember I went to a psychic when I was younger, and she said your spirit guides and your angels are going to come to you in an animal. Pay attention, but don't get carried away if you see like a bird constantly, because birds are everywhere. Whereas if you see like a horse constantly, or you see a goat constantly, or a sheep constantly, like things you don't see every day, that's kind of like your angels talking. But use your intuition as well. But anyway, a few years later I actually broke up with my really toxic boyfriend, and as soon as I broke up with him, I saw butterflies everywhere. Really use your intuition with that one. You can connect to them really strongly through meditation. I actually did this amazing angel meditation. I literally cried. It was so powerful. I can link it down below for you if you'd like to check it out. It was like a 15-minute one. It wasn't long. It just made you feel so warm, and I'm like getting goosebumps just thinking about it because it was just so amazing. You can even listen to binaural beats on Spotify. There's a playlist that plays really low frequency music, and that's amazing to meditate to because it also helps with your chakras. Put that on, let it play, just sit in a really quiet spot. I usually put incense on or light a candle. It just helps you connect a little bit. You can talk out loud. You can literally just be like, hey angels, hey spirit guides, today I'm not feeling the best, could you please help guide me today? And that's when you'll see a lot of synchronicities as well, because that's when they're usually like, hey girl, I'm here. Make sure you express a lot of gratitude, because without gratitude nothing's really gonna happen, because gratitude is like magic. Just practice. It does feel weird at first, like talking out loud. You're like, hi angels, like what? But you just grow a lot of confidence and you just kind of get used to it. They're also here to help deliver manifestations. You can actually manifest your angels and spirit guides to communicate with you. How you do this, if you have a big decision to come up, or you're just like, I just need to know that you're here today with me, you can be like, please send me a blue butterfly to know that you're here with me. And without a doubt, it doesn't take long. It takes about 24 to 48 hours depending on how strong the connection is with your angels. But just be really specific. You can't really go wrong because they always deliver, they always show up. You can even carry some crystals around with you. So amazing crystals for this is like selenite, amethyst, angelite. There's so many different ones. So that is all I have today. I hope, holy shit, that scared me, the door closed. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if it helped. Please comment below if it helped, if you hated it, if you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, you crazy psycho? Or you can be like, that helped me a lot. Let me know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.